joined by Tipperary defender Paul Curran to look ahead to the Munster Senior Hurling Championship semi-final against Limerick on the 1st of June. Paul, first of all, it's great to see you back because you've had your injury worries.
Yeah, I've been out. I'd say the last club game I played was the end of June of last year, so it's just great to be back in amongst the lads and just trying pushing as hard as you can. So I'm delighted to be back.
You had hip worries.
I did. It didn't start off that way. We thought it was a stress fracture, and I left it 3 or 4 months, and then I kind of went back and things weren't right. That's when I got the MRI scan and it showed up a hip problem. So I was lucky. I got great help. I went down to Pat Carton in Whitfield. I'd just like to thank him for his guidance and support. He was outstanding. So I got operated in January, the end of January. It was 13 weeks then. So back playing now.
I think we spoke to Garrod Ryan here a couple of weeks ago, and he's been kind of down the same.
Garrod got both of them. He got it done before Christmas, so it's the same type of operation. Yeah.
A lot of some players I've spoken to recently, sometimes it manifests itself first in the grinds, but even though you might be experiencing grind difficulties, it's actually the hips. It's very complex.
It is. There's some. I was asking why did I get it? Where did it come from? They're unsure basically.
Okay.
Is it were you born with a kind of a defect there, and does it develop over time?
Okay.
Or is it something to do with your running technique? They don't know, but it's definitely, there was 2 or 3 Clare lads the year before got the same operation, and a few of the Kilkenny guys. So it's definitely on the increase.
How good is it to be back?
Asked the wife. I'd say she was sick of me at home. I was doing a lot of cycling on the bike, and it was just getting boring. Just trying to push out yourself, cycling, swimming, and so I'm delighted to be back playing some sort of hurling. Yeah.
You played against Wexford at the weekend in a challenge. Was that your first?
I played a full game with my club there, and I played a half a game against Waterford and a half a game against Wexford. So.
And how is everything? You feel good?
I feel good, yeah. Thank God it hasn't been sore after those games. So I'm kind of minding it and making sure I'm doing the correct rehab, continuing with the rehab. I think everyone should be okay then.
Well, I suppose being on the sidelines gives you a different perspective on things. How did you view Tipperary's league campaign?
Well, being totally honest, I only saw a handful, maybe the home games. And I know people were coming to me after, say, the Clare Galway game, saying, "Jeez, Paul, what's going on? What's going on in there?" And I told them, I don't know. When you're not involved, you don't have a clue when you're on the outside. So I knew the guys were working, the lads were working very hard, but it just wasn't going from at the start of the year. Be it, we don't really know, but the Dublin game was the key to turn it around. But the league is no. You can't compare it to the championship. The championship is a completely different animal. We were just trying to impart that onto the younger guys. The league is over now. Let's move on.
Well, I mean, you're a guy that knows the challenge. Trying to get back into the team now is your goal. Yeah,
well, my goal is to get on that 26 first. There is good competition there. James Barry's new into the backs, Carl Barrett. Hoddy's playing very, very well. Brendan, all the backs there, and there's Shane McGrath. There's plenty of Tom Stapleton is probably hurling the best he's ever done it. So it's not easy, but you need healthy, good competition. That's what's important. So let the best man get the jersey.
Sometimes it takes a little bit of misfortune for someone else to open the door for you. I mean, I think it was last summer against Kilkenny. You missed out, and James Woodlock came in and played very well. And James would say that playing that day has probably brought him to where he is now. So that competition for places is very, very healthy, Paul.
Oh, you need it. I suppose Kilkenny are the best example of that. Look at Tommy Welch this year. I'm sure he's doing everything in his power to get back in, but he just can't get there. So it's the same with the forwards like Owen, John O'Brien, Larry. They're back in there now, and they're pushing hard. So it has to be that way. You can't have, just because I played well last year or whatever, the best person should get it, and that's my philosophy on things.
Paul, when you see the team now and young players like you've referenced James Barry coming in, Carl Barrett coming in, showing no fear and just grabbing that opportunity with both hands, good spine to the team, Anna Marsh, Seamus Callan up front. How optimistic does that make you about what could lie ahead for Tipperary this summer?
Well, I'd never kind of look, over the Limerick game. I suppose that's what happened last year. People were talking up Tip Kilkenny after the league game. They thought it was a done deal. We'd meet in the All-Ireland, but you see what happened. Both of us were knocked out early. Limerick completely deserved their victory last year, so we're not taking anything for granted. I think we've learned from last year, hopefully, but we're expecting a fierce, tough battle on Sunday week.
That's, people say it's a cliche, we can't look beyond the next game, but it's so true now, isn't it?
Oh, it is. I think on any day, especially in Munster, any team can be defeated. It's just the type of hurling it is. It's very kind of in your face. Where Leinster hurling, one or two teams seem to be able to dominate. It's a different style. It's like the Premiership kind of football, soccer. It's non-go. It's in your face. It's 100 miles an hour kind of hurling. And the crowd seem to love that.
You love it too.
Yeah.
It really stirs up emotion, even when you talk about those days. That's what you want to be involved in.
It does. I suppose we all grew up watching the Munster hurling. The knockout, the Tip Cork, great battles. 89, 91, 1990, etc. So it does mean an awful lot to Tip people in Munster hurling. Something special about it. People love going to the matches and just the big day out.
Paul, how good is it to live the dream when you probably make the transition from being watching the great teams on the terraces to actually going out and doing it? I mean, how good a buzz is that?
No, it is without doubt. And I suppose being away from it this year, you do miss it. But I know when it's over, it's over. Do you know what I mean? You have to move on, and I do really enjoy it. And that's what keeps me going. It's just that stepping into the arena of the unknown. You're putting yourself out there to be knocked down, but you're also you're challenging yourself. And I suppose that's what life is about. You love that. You get up for that. That's what keeps us going.
And you're a busy man off the field to play as well.
I'm a busy man off the field at my birthday. My daughter Esme there in February, so that helped being away from it. My mind was I had no choice but to get up, do the feeds, etc. So changing nappies, and I see Larry Corbett there now is in the same boat. His daughter born as well, so it's great. I'm really enjoying it. She's brilliant.
And I mentioned where you work as well.
Yeah, in primary school, St Mary's CBS in Clonmel. They love the hurling in there as well, and we're still involved in the 13 there. We had a great tussle against Hurler, a draw, so we're going back next week again.
Super, Paul. We wish you the very, very best. It's great to see you back. Right. That's Paul Curran, and we wish him all the very best ahead of the game against Limerick on the 1st of June.
Cheers. Cheers, Jackie. All the best.